All right. Bungie has just dropped 5 news articles on us in a single moment. We have the New Frontiers article, we have Developer Insight, The Portal, we have Developer Insight Core Game Rewards, and then we have Core Game Activities, and then the 10 Years of Destiny article. All have been dropped all in this moment. So let's go ahead and jump into all this news. We're going to start, of course, with the Frontiers because we want to know the future of Destiny. So today marks the 10-year anniversary of Destiny. We set out in 2014 to do something new and different for our studio. We've conquered the Witness, looted dungeons, ascended the Lighthouse, and more. Now we look to the future. We're plotting our course to the stars through Codename Frontiers. We closed a door with the final shape. We are opening a new one, a weird one, an exciting one that takes Destiny to places it has never been before. We're building this future now and are excited to share with you a first glimpse of it today. So I think what they're going to reveal is there are 2 big expansions throughout the year rather than just like the one annual expansion. So we got Apollo, which comes in summer 2025, and then we have winter 2025, which is Behemoth. Okay, so this is obviously separated within the same calendar year. And then you have fall. We got a major update going on this and rewards passes. Very nice. Expansion, new stories, new locations, new missions, new weapons, new gear, new raids, and dungeons. Okay. That sounds really good. New raids and dungeons. So a new raid and a new dungeon, each within 1 calendar year. I mean, that they're saying new raids and dungeons, so that's actually insane. Seasonal update, new and reprised activities, new gear and artifact mods, new modifiers and challenges, new sandbox meta, new events, reward pass, exotic weapon and ornament, legendary weapon and armor ornaments, gear upgrade resources, cosmetics, and more. That's not, I mean, so far this sounds really good. I mean, they have, it says this is an expansion, Apollo, which is summer and fall, new raid and dungeon, and same thing here. That sounds good so far. The roadmap layout for our plan for year 11 and beyond, with some exciting changes to our annual model, 2 expansions per year, 4 major updates of free content every year. Over the next few months, we'll be sharing more info with you on Codename Frontiers, which is how we are describing major innovations coming to Destiny over the next few years, starting with our next expansion, Codename Apollo. We have several dev insight dives to go live today, and we'll continue to add more to the list over the weeks and months to come. Today we have Tyson Green, the game director for Destiny 2, and Allison Lures, the Destiny 2 narrative director, diving through some of our future plans for Destiny 2. Our goal is to be more transparent in our communication with you. This means sharing our work more frequently, even if you see our mistakes and false starts along the way. So please remember that our roadmap and plans are subject to change as we get deeper into development. Ultimately, this is your game too. We want you to see more of how it's made and why. If you take anything, if you take away nothing else, it should be this. We're excited for Destiny 2 to change and improve in ways that allow it to keep evolving in the future. All right, here we go. Dev Insight Deep Dives, Frontiers. Okay, let's see what's going on. We got core game activities, rewards, the portal. Okay, so those are the other 3 like articles that go on along with this. All right, so Tyson Green, game director for Destiny 2, and I'm excited to speak to you today about our team's vision for Destiny. First and foremost, we all still love Destiny. It is a unique and challenging game, both for you and for us. I've personally been working on Destiny for 15 years, and it still excites me creatively. There are not many games I could say that about, but at the same time, we recognize that it has become too rigid. Expansions have started to feel too formulaic, and are over too quickly with little replay value. Seasons and episodes keep getting bigger, but can still feel like you're just going through the motions. We believe it's time for Destiny to change and evolve, and that our community wants this game to grow and innovate too. And to do that, we need to start breaking some of the molds. Annual expansions. We're going to start with annual expansions. We've loved creating annual expansions and are especially proud of the final shape, but the truth is that they dominate almost all our developmental effort. We need to free ourselves up to explore and innovate with how we deliver Destiny 2 content, so we can invest in areas of the game that feel more impactful to players. Starting next year, instead of 1 big expansion, we're going to deliver 2 medium-sized expansions, 1 every 6 months. Each of these would depart from the one-shot campaign structure we've been using, essentially unchanged Shadowkeep. Okay, essentially unchanged since Shadowkeep, got it. So obviously we had the 1 big annual release, and we can, go back through all the different names. So obviously we had Final Shape, we had Lightfall, before that we had Witch Queen, etc. Each will be an opportunity to explore exciting new formats instead. We're excited to try new things that challenge your idea of what a Destiny experience can be. We're actively prototyping non-linear campaigns, exploration experiences similar to the Dreaming City or the Metroidvanias, and even more unusual formats like roguelikes or survival shooters. Each expansion will present a new opportunity to try something different. Wow, very cool. Departing from the one-shot campaigns doesn't mean we are turning away from great storytelling. Going forward, we want to return the mystery and wonder that has woven into the fabric of early Destiny when the story felt ripe with possibilities and an epic sense of exploration and discovery. Great stories are as important as ever in our creative vision, and Allison will touch more on that below. Got you. Okay. So far, it sounds very good to me. Instead of one big expansion, 2 medium ones, kind of gives you more to do throughout the year. I think that could be fun. With the change to 2 expansions per year, our seasonal model will change as well. Instead of 3 episodes, we will be building 4 major updates per year, 1 every 3 months. Each expansion will launch alongside a major update at the start of the season, and then a second major update will follow 3 months later to refresh the core game with new and reprised content, including activities, strikes, exotic missions, or entirely new modes like Onslaught. Rewards, weapons, armor, artifact mods, exotics, and more. New weekly events, new features, combat meta, and balance updates. Interesting. So instead of 3 episodes, we're building 4 major updates per year. Isn't that what we did before? Confused. I guess they did major seasons. We went from 4 seasons to 3 episodes to now 4 major updates by this definition. The big seasonal resets will still happen, but now twice a year alongside the expansions. Each update will be a substantial refresh of the core game, bringing new activities and reward content. We're also excited to announce that, like Destiny 2 Into the Light, these updates and their content will be free to all players. That's a good feature there. We want Destiny to be easier for anyone to play or recommend, so we want to remove that major barrier to the experience, which means we need to talk about the core game itself. Uh-oh. Destiny subscription coming in hot? I'm just kidding. There's no way. The core game is Destiny's always available evergreen activity experience, and we need to fix 2 key things with it. Approachability. First, Destiny is too complex with literally hundreds of activities. You practically need a PhD to decide what to play and how to get rewards you're looking for. That's true. I'm glad they acknowledged that. Being a Destiny content creator feels like I'm like an amateur scientist sometimes. We're going to start to fix this by modernizing our activity UI, the director, to make it easier for everyone to find and launch great activities. And we're reworking our reward model to make sure that all of those activities offer meaningful rewards. Our deep dives on activities and rewards go into more detail on these changes in particular. Got it. Gear and challenge should matter. Even great activities stop mattering if the challenge dries up and the rewards aren't worth it. So we're investing in a greatly improved challenge customization system. Okay, let them cook. Let them cook. To let players of any skill range find the right challenge level for them, with rewards that improve based on the challenge level you take on. That's what I'm talking about. I want a challenge so difficult that I get the exact exotic I'm looking for, like the exact roll on the exotic weapon. So difficult. 1 shot in the activity and then instant orbit return. These won't just be simple incoming damage increases either. Okay. The team is cooking up some great gameplay modifiers that give enemies some exciting tools to mix things up on every run. We'll have a deep dive coming soon to show off these new threats. Interesting. Are we talking about bringing back baby screams under the map again? As for the rewards, there will be higher tiers of the legendary gear. Think adept weapons and artifice armor that will be available from these higher challenge ranges, and a much wider variety of activities across both PvE and PvP. Alright. These 2 changes will help the core game experience be easier to drop into and much deeper in terms of variety and pursuit of personal mastery. And they're a starting point for ongoing changes aimed to continuing to improve Destiny in these regards. Alright. Then we have the next multi-year saga starts with Codename Apollo. Let's go! Multi-year saga. That's what we like to hear. Let's go. We got Allison Lures. Hello, I'm Allison. I'm the D2 narrative director. I'm a fresh face at Bungie. I started doing narrative direction for seasons in fall 2022, and my first D2 expansion was The Final Shape. We're proud of the final shape and the ending we created for the Light and Darkness saga, and we know that the episodes that follow would act as an epilogue, tying up Light and Darkness's hanging threads, but also setting up for what's next. The episodes close doors and open new ones, purposeful ones, storylines that are set in place to prepare us for what comes next. And what is next is our new saga. Okay, what are we looking at here? There's like a sunken ship. I don't think we're underwater. What planet is this? What is this floating thing? This looks like some kind of some alien technology here. You'll see teases of it in the later 2 episodes, and then fully kick off with Codename Apollo. Next saga is also based around a core theme, much like Light and Darkness did. It will introduce plenty of new characters, factions, twists, and more. There's a lot more here we will say eventually, but we don't want to spoil the journey for you. This will be a multi-year journey, and we can't wait to take you on. Our first expansion, Codename Apollo, is a non-linear, character-driven adventure. Got it. Non-linear. So what do we mean by Codename Apollo is non-linear? Previously in stories like The Final Shape, you experience the story as A to B to C to D in a nice straight line. In Codename Apollo, our story takes place over dozens of threads you'll explore and discover. So when you land on a brand new location, the story starts at A, and then you can choose if you want to explore C first, or try to get into B, or maybe investigate D. And the options you didn't choose, don't worry. Those other options are still open for you to go back and play through. You'll need to. Because the more you play and discover, the more the story progresses. So experiencing a certain number of threads opens up to the next part of the story in which you explore, the order in which you explore will be something you choose. But we have built Codename Apollo in a way the story always makes sense and flows from beginning to middle to end. There's no time gating, no waiting for the next drop. Codename Apollo's story unfolds based on player progression. Interesting. Okay, and here we've got some art to go along with it. We got some, looks like some moons over here. Maybe a giant planet in the background here. Maybe this is just the sunrise, sunset? Can't tell. Crashed ship of some kind here. More of that like alien technology. Got some of our first symbols. What's going on here with the next adventure we're going on. Destiny is at its best when it's mysterious, weird, and not afraid to try new things. The shift to non-linear stories isn't something we're locking ourselves into, but it is the structure that fits Codename Apollo best. The narrative structure of the releases that follow will be quite different, a structure to suit that game's experience, and we want to continue to innovate with each expansion across both gameplay and narrative. All right. Into the unknown. This all sounds like a big change, and it is, because when the rhythm of our story becomes predictable, or when characters and our world fail to change, that's how we create a situation, not a story. So how can we innovate? By telling a story that keeps up with our innovation, not one that slows it down. That means an evolving world, giving space for new characters, growing and evolving factions, making sure the story we tell in a world we have nurtured and with characters who grow in turn. We believe in rewarding the player for paying attention without punishing someone for not knowing something. That way everyone gets to come along for the ride, no matter how deep in the lore they are. You'll see that approach starting with episodes and continuing into the new multi-year story. All right. So when we think about a multi-year arc, what does it look like? Think of it as a constellation of stories united by a single theme. We will show you what that theme is later, but suffice to say, we believe in it. Think of this multi-year arc as a web, not a line. Each release fits into a larger saga. We can't wait to take you on that journey. Sounds like, I feel like I like linear stories because most of the good stories have like a beginning, a middle, and an end. Non-linear stories can be a bit disjointed, be a bit confusing at times. You're trying to piece it together. Sometimes they can be good, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned. But I don't mind the linear stories, but this seems like it could be good too. So we'll see how this goes. So, and story is easier to spoil, so won't ruin the details for the theme Codename Apollo is about, but I'll give you something to look forward to. Apollo ends with the narrative gasoline that will propel us into the next few years with a clear theme, goal, and a destination that won't come at you as a straight line, but will be well worth the trip. It will reward you, it'll surprise you, and it'll take us places Destiny has never seen before. See you when the time is right. All right. Sounds pretty good. And with that, we come to a close. Well, a new beginning, really. Over the next few months, we'll be dishing out more deep dives and engaging in more conversation. We have no doubts the above breakdown of Codename Frontiers plans will spawn far more questions than we can answer. We'll be looking to keep up to date as well as we take flight. Keep an eye on the deep dive section, as we'll be adding links to further topics. Thank you again for joining us on the first 10-year journey in Destiny. We've been through so much, battling the darkness and stopping the witness. Now it's time to look to the stars again. It's time to imagine, to dream big, and explore what our futures can be within this universe. We have our heading and hope to see you join us along the way. Got you. Okay. So I wonder if this is... Oh, they're actually showing in some of the details here. Okay. Very nice. We got the portal. Very cool. And then we've got Developer Insight Core Game Rewards. Okay. Very nice. And then we got Developer Insight Core Game Activities. And then we've got 10 years of Destiny. So we got some art here they're going through. I just wanted to do a quick review. Oh, wow. Very cool. Yeah, they're doing like a small... They're doing a smaller in-game celebration. Very nice. Okay. I think I'm going to break down all of these developer insights in a separate video and talk about all of this. So we'll have Developer Insight, the portal. We'll have core gameplay rewards, and we'll have core game activities in a separate video. I just want to talk about the Frontiers one in its own so we can separate them a little bit. That's a wrap on this one now. So make sure to subscribe, smash the like button. See you in the next one. Later.